You're listening to The Coffee Hour. I'm Sarah Gulseth.
I'm Andy Bates.
We are at the 2025 LCMS Youth Gathering in New Orleans, and joining us on stage, our very good friend, Flame.
Yes.
Grammy-nominated Christian rap artist. You're quite a famous person around here now.
Well, it feels like we're one big family, so
It's true.
I feel the love.
Yeah.
Yes,
Thanks for
yes.
joining us for The Coffee Hour.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. Glad to be back.
Yeah.
You know, what is this, round 6 for us, maybe?
You know, I've lost count. It's been several times. It's been 6 years, though,
Yeah.
since we first had you on.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're making
6
history.
years.
That is insane.
Can you imagine?
I can't.
There's a lot that's happened.
Here we are.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes. So you were also author of Extranos and new book, Because Jesus Taught It, which
Yes.
we will at some point interview you about that.
Yes.
when the
I'm
crazy,
excited about that.
When the
Yes,
crazy has
too.
died down from
I know.
Gathering, we'll have you back on for that. But today we want to talk about Gathering and your experiences here. You're also the Mass Event Plus performer from a couple of nights ago. Very exciting performance. Let's talk about your experiences. What have you been experiencing at Gathering? Because this is not your first Gathering, but this is seems like a bigger deal for you for Gathering this year.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is my second time here,
Mm-hmm.
but it is very significant because not only did I speak this year, but then I did a Mass Plus event,
Yeah.
which was about, I guess, 45 to an hour long concert. So versus my first time was just like a verse in a praise and worship song.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, that was just, humbling to be invited back. And then number 2, to be asked to do more. So I was grateful for that. But my goodness, the way everything connected with the people, with the audience, the message, the experience, literally, I'm overwhelmed. I'm so happy. I love seeing the response. I love being on social media. Everybody's going crazy. My direct messages are so insane. And I feel obligated to respond to everybody. So I'm like talking to God like, Lord, I can't do it. It's like 2,000 people. Forgive me.
You need like a whole day to just do that.
Literally. But
So
it's been great.
we had the privilege of being at the Mass Event Plus.
Yeah.
Both Mass Event and the Mass Event Plus.
We were waving at you just in
uh,
case you,
I
You
saw
didn't-
little
you didn't see
slight
us?
Dots. I
Yeah.
saw slight dots in the distance.
We had the privilege of being there. It was really fun. I felt a little bad because I know my son would have enjoyed it just as much, if not more,
Right.
because he would have been dancing all over the place. It was a great concert. We had a blast. What was it like for you to get to come to a gathering and have a concert like that at a gathering? I know what it was like for us in the audience.
I know.
We were having a blast.
We were.
Were you having fun on stage?
I had so much fun. I literally felt like I was in the audience. That was the sort of experience. I mean, just to look out and to see everybody on one accord, it's something, I don't want to say spiritual, but something unique about that. Just seeing a large group of people all in sync, especially, and shout out to the hymn nerd
Hey,
who's
yeah.
with us today. But
me.
when the entire room was singing God's Own Child, I gladly say it, with the hip hop flair to it. I mean, in my mind, that marks something in history for the LCMS and the Confessional Lutherans to have that sort of cultural clash together in one room celebrating Jesus with hip hop, hymns, and the message of Christianity. It was beautiful.
Yeah. Definitely my favorite part of the whole thing. Not going to lie.
Insane.
It was so good.
And thank you for
I
capturing
lost
the
my
moment, by
voice
the way.
singing that, by the way.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Because we were singing
We were
so
singing
loud.
so loud.
That's how you know you went hard at a concert if you're hoarse after.
What kind of preparation goes into something like this for you? Because you were you performed, but you also did some speaking too.
Yeah.
What kind of preparation is that like for you to do something on this kind of a scale?
Yeah, it's so there are 2 different types of preparation.
Right,
So I
yeah.
would say the speaking portion, I'm focused on just simplicity, clarity, and being personable. So that's something that I take seriously and has its own process. And then the concert experience, I want to build on those ideas from the talk. So I'm like, man, you know what? How do I undergird these ideas? What songs do I choose? What order do I put the songs in? And what movements do I call the crowd to participate in so it all synchronizes and they leave with a good time, a good message, and ready for more next time.
Right?
Yeah, yeah.
From your perspective, why is a gathering like this with 20,000 youth and adults from across the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod, why is it important?
It's important. It's almost like learning a new language. So when you think about teens or the next generation, they have a way of understanding the world. They have a way of thinking about the world. That includes language, fashion, certain experiences from that age group. So the youth gathering slows the world down and hyper-focuses on their experience. And it shows them that we care about how they see the world, how they view their human experience, and what Jesus has to say, particularly to the things that are important to them. And that's the special thing about the youth gathering, is the care that goes into catering to teens and even college age. So I think this is just perfect to show that type of vocation to the generation upcoming, for sure.
Yeah. So this is your second time here.
Yes.
A lot more people know who you are now. So a lot more people, I mean, you were at the CPH booth and like everybody wants you to sign their books. What has it been like for you to meet so many people and to be able to talk to them about what it means for them to be here at this gathering?
You know what? That's actually one of my favorite parts, because when people see me on stage, one, I look taller.
You're so short.
When I
What's
come
wrong
down,
with that?
I'm only at, 5'8" plus. That's another experience. So they get the truth. They come into the truth. And then secondly, they get to see I'm just a regular person, right?
Yeah,
They
right.
can see, I'm not perfect. I don't have flawless skin. I'm not 7'9". I'm just an average person. And that way, I think it shows that they too can be doing something very similar, whatever space of life God has gifted them to function in. And that's one of my favorite parts. And, and there's just a kind man named Matt Harrison who's always near and showing love and celebrating the things we're mentioning today. And so I just want to shout him out wherever he might be. But nevertheless, that's one of the funnest things about interacting with those around us at any moment.
That kind man is watching us right now.
Yeah.
He's waving
Shout out the president.
waving from the audience. Earlier, you mentioned at your concert at the Mass Event Plus, we got to sing God's Own Child together, which was a blast. And that makes me think, what is the place of hymns in your life as a, not just Christian, but a Lutheran rap artist?
Yeah.
Like, what's the place of hymns in your life?
You know what? It's so funny because I remember as a kid, I was sort of exposed to hymns every now and again, but it wasn't like a large portion of my church experience. But coming into Confessional Lutheran thought I had to learn how to navigate a hymnal. That was funny. And then I had to figure out what are like common hymns that people sing regularly. So those things are like learning curves for me. But now I thoroughly appreciate the rich teaching that goes along with it. And I'm like, I would love to know who originated hymns, because we have to be kin. Because I like taking lofty concepts, putting them to cadence and repetition so people can learn as well as sing and do something corporate. So for me, I just love that sort of thinking because I can relate to it as an artist that likes to catechize through music. So shout out to hymns and confessional Lutheran hymns.
Yeah.
Connection.
There's a Hymn Sing with Sarah, series of episodes that'll teach you some of this stuff,
Yes. Yes.
Have you tried your hand at writing, I don't know, like a traditional hymn? Because it's a little bit different than the writing that you do.
Well, I don't want to say too much, but I am a part
Okay.
I am a part of a developing, budding effort to try my hand in that space.
Okay.
To try to rally together artists that are particularly skilled in that area, and just to serve with good Christian music from a confessional Lutheran standpoint. So I want it to be hymns, hip hop, and other genres that I feel like are needed in this space. So to be continued.
More to come later.
More to come.
How does an experience like this, being able to perform, being around so many young Lutherans, how does an experience like this inform your future artistic work? Because I'm sure you've got stuff going on in your head all the time. How does this kind of inform what you think about doing in the future?
Honestly, I am in student mode right now. So one of the things I'm doing is I'm asking questions. Like when I talk to people that come up to me, how was the experience? What did you like? Where are you from? How many people came with your group? So I'm asking questions to get in their mind, to get in their understanding of their experience so I can write to them. So that's how I approach my songs is I'm taking real life encounters and I'm responding to questions. I'm responding to common themes. So I want to know, what things did you feel like you missed? What things did you not understand? Like somebody came to me afterwards and they were like, we heard you say that Jesus endures us. Can you explain more about what that means?
Yeah.
So I just had a great conversation with a group of teens about Jesus is the one who endured ultimately, and in him we endure. It's not our own strength and energy that causes us to sort of win in the end.
Right.
So stuff like that, I'm like, I can clarify that better in a song.
Yeah.
So I am in full student mode right now. I'm learning from them.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you said student mode. You have been a student for
A long time.
a long time.
That is true.
What some may not realize, unless if they've read your books, then maybe they might know. But I mean, you're a well-studied man. You've studied theology. What would you say to the young people here at the youth gathering if they're thinking about the future and maybe thinking about studying theology, maybe thinking about what the future holds for them and what they should study in the way in preparation for that? You've studied theology at the graduate level. What would you have to say about that?
Beautiful thing is that Jesus is the Word, and in that we see the expression of our God in Christ, right? So something about words that clarify, that display the truth of a thing. So for me, in studying theology and scripture, it helps me to think better about God, about myself, about my faith. It really clears fog and makes things easy to understand and to connect with. So I would encourage anybody to lean into Christianity because you're going to understand your faith better. You're going to understand your own human experience, and then you're going to learn how to talk about it. And when you learn how to talk about it in a broad scope, then you can have fun with it. You can get creative. You can start telling stories through those words and those ideas and concepts. Stories of heartbreak, stories of love, redemption, and ultimately the goodness of Jesus Christ, the Word and Sacrament. So the better we understand the game, the better we understand all the positions in the game, and we can be better coaches and friends and servants. So lean into learning. I mean, my goodness, you can really serve people with simple statements. It's like, I just never thought of it that way. But that's because you took time to work through the ways in which it could be said. And now people feel like, oh, you're a guru. You helped me understand my complexity or my confusion. So yeah, take it there. Take it there.
Yeah,
Yep.
You can tell you really love learning. You love theology. You love
my
the
goodness.
arts and just performing and being creative with all kinds of things and pulling things together. And it's really just exciting to see what you've been able to do. Do you have any, I don't know, teasers of what's next for Flame? Because I mean, you just launched a book, so there's that.
That's true.
You just launched an album not too long ago. So
Yes.
do you have anything currently in the works?
So thank you for mentioning that. So you're right. So I just released Neo Ethos,
Yep.
which is the new EP, just helping people understand how we got the version of contemporary Christianity that we have today. Then the book, Because Jesus Taught It, Christianity through the eyes of the Church Fathers. But now I'm more so focusing on how can I spread the love. So I want to bring in other artists.
Okay.
So, there's a collective being developed
Oh.
where prayerfully you'll be hearing more voices than just myself, because I don't want people to think I'm like some unicorn, like
Yeah.
a special character. There are other artists that are out there are looking for opportunities and they want to try their hand at it, but I want them to feel safe learning, being coached, trial and error, so that kind of thing. That's what I'm developing now, something that can hopefully live beyond the flameness and be able to sustain on its own. So
Yeah.
new artists coming up.
That is very cool.
Yes.
Yeah. Where can we find all of your stuff online?
Yes, all things are extranosacademy.com. I'm all over social media at Flame314. So look me up there. I try to respond to people in the comment section, direct messages. So yeah, hit me up. I'm
Yeah.
around.
Do you have podcasting too going on?
I do. Thank you. I do. I have a podcast titled The Study. So it's with Pastor Delwyn and my friend Lex Lutheran. So we just get on there and run our mouths and we talk about the Book of Concord. And, so we also have the Book of Concord as an app. So if people want it on their phones, you could just go to Evangelical Catholic in your app store, get the app, and have the Book of Concord there. So yeah, just trying to provide resources. Yep.
So many things.
Yes, that part.
Fantastic. Flame, it has been great to catch up with you at the gathering. Thanks for stopping by and spending a little bit of time with us in your super busy schedule.
Indeed, and I'm happy to have my wife with me this year.
Yes.
So that's amazing, and we're freshly married. So if you see us walking around smiling all day, holding hands,
it's the newlywed vibe.
It's all over.
We're here for this. We love this.
We're even dressed alike today.
It's really, we will post a picture of that on social. Don't worry, of you and your wife dressed alike.
And it wasn't just her idea. So it wasn't like, she wanted me to do this and I did it by force. I literally was like, let's do this. She's like, I was just about to say the same thing. So here we are.
I love it.
Nice.
This is so great for you guys. Thanks so much for joining us on the Coffee Hour, Flame.
Bless you.
You've been listening to the Coffee Hour. I'm Sarah Gulseth.
I'm Andy Bates.
The Coffee Hour with Andy and Sarah is a production of KFUO. To support the Coffee Hour and KFUO Radio, visit KFUO.org. You can also text KFUO to 41444 or send an email to gifts@kfuo.org. And you can call us at 800-844-0524. KFUO. Christ for you, anytime, anywhere.
The Concordia University System is comprised of 5 universities of the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod. Located across the United States, the universities offer more than 160 undergraduate and 50 graduate programs and approach learning from a Lutheran context with the goal of developing Christian leaders for the church, community, and the world. Learn more about your Concordia University System at cus.edu. The Concordia University System. Education built on God's Word. cus.edu.